Pardon my voice tonight. I've got a bad cold, but
Before we start,
yeah.
I'm going to ask if you have a moment of silence
Yes.
for Officer Ring's wife, Debbie Ring, who passed away at a very early age.
Last week. Thank you very much for reminding us of that. And by the way, I was really proud of the town of Goshen, the police department, and other things. Officer Ring, you can imagine losing your wife, a small child, and the upset in the family and whatnot. But we were represented very well with our police department, being on his side the entire time. Phil and I went to the funeral. Phil, Commissioner of our police department. I was really pleased with the turnout. It was a lot of support for the young man. Okay, are there any amendments or changes to the agenda? I do have one under the executive session. One additional item would be a personnel case that I'd like to review. If they're not, then Lou, can I start with you with reports?
Okay. It's working. Just a few things. As far as highway is concerned, just want to bring you up to date. The Jessup Switch Road project, which was supposed to have started this past Monday, has been postponed to start this coming Monday, October 4th, because of the weather, because they need to reclaim that road, and it's probably going to be quite a mess right now. All right, so that is starting on Monday. Also, at the last meeting, we passed a resolution to put a stop sign in Ham Park at Oakwood and Fleetwood. I just want to let you know that that has been done this past week. Another thing with highway, this coming Monday, also October 4th, Mark Warren with Water and Sewer is getting with 3 or 4 of our people in highway with a backhoe, and we're going to try to dig up a few places that we think there might be some infiltration in Arcadia. That's it for highway. As far as the senior center, we just had our budget meeting today, and just want to let you know that we did complete the budget with the commission, so that is all taken care of, and Bill will get a copy of that by tomorrow. That's it.
Thank you very much, Lou. Ken?
Very quickly, it's very quiet in what's the district, I guess, with the drought. But then we do have one letter here of thanks and praise from Mark Warren. It appears that this past Sunday at 2:30 in the morning, people noticed a water main break in front of their home out in Scotchtown Park. And she called Mark Warren, who came out, as she says, immediately with the crew and fixed that. So it's always good to hear that we have dedicated employees, and just another effort that we're trying to respond to the people in those water districts as quickly as possible. That's it.
Thank you. George?
Yes, the JRC, Joint Rec, report is as follows. They started Zumba classes on Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 at the C.J. Hooker building. The present class is filled. It was, a great call for this type of thing. So there's 40 participants, and they're going to have another class in the future. Volleyball started on 9/16, and we'll go through 4/28 on Thursdays at C.J. Hooker. The JRC Halloween event at Craigville will be on Sunday, October 24th from 1 to 4 p.m. The rain date is Saturday, October 30th. Also during that time, the 3rd annual chili cook-off will also take place. The turkey trot and the chicken chuck are scheduled for 11:20. For those of you who don't follow all of those different types of things, the turkey trot is a run, and then the chicken chuck is a thing where they throw a chicken and they measure whoever throws it the farthest, I guess, wins first, second, third. And that's going to be 11 a.m. at Craigville Park.
That's a rubber chicken, right?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we don't need petting around here.
I'm going to be on your case.
I'll come up for a rubber chicken.
The JRC office is looking into arranging the annual Christmas Spectacular at Radio City, and that will take place at some time in December. Restroom project at Salesian is coming along, and it's supposed to be groundbreaking in a few weeks. The pavilion at Craigville and the kitchen is being rented almost continuously by different organizations out of Craigville. And Goshen Youth Soccer is in full swing. Out at Craigville Park, youth football and cheerleading is in full swing also at Erie Park. And that's my report.
I do have a question. Those balls, protected balls on top of the fence.
The fennials.
Okay. The rusty ones.
Right.
Any status on them?
Yeah, the latest status, in fact, since Monday night, I spoke to Trish, who's the chairperson. This isn't finalized yet, but they have a gentleman who is going to do the job supposedly for $5,000, and he's going to give either a 3 or a 5-year guarantee that, it won't peel or anything along those lines.
Okay.
I did mention, as you said, though, Doug, it seemed like it was a maintenance thing that the existing staff could do.
Right.
And I was told that with what the 4 part-timers have to do, that would be impossible. So
Okay.
they feel that they have to contract it out. But that hasn't been finalized by the commissioner. That's just an idea that Trish is probably going to throw out at our next meeting.
Okay. Very
I
good.
have a quick question too. I'm sorry. I say this every year. This Radio City thing, I know I'm going to get phone calls on it again.
Right.
Is it advertised, or is this up there accused of being closed net?
Well,
certain people get them every year, and the public is not, and myself aren't even aware of it.
Yeah.
Are they advertised?
Well, this was part of the advertisement, me mentioning it.
Okay. How is the public know?
If someone says so, your point.
Yes.
And the first time you brought it up,
Yeah.
right? It seems like it's such a hot commodity that the word of mouth spreads, and before you know it, the tickets are gone.
Yeah, but the word of mouth is always the same word of mouth.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah,
That's
that's what I'm saying. So, effectively, what I'm saying tonight, and we'll mention, I guess, more, is that if anybody wants to go on this particular thing,
I'll give my question.
I would advise them to call as soon as possible to the GRC office.
Okay, that was my question. They're going to call me, and I'll...
George, I'd be more than happy to advertise that on my radio show so we get a lot of input. Just give me the flyer.
Great idea.
Always like to help the community.
Yes, see, the actual date has not been set yet, so that's why there isn't, well, I don't think there ever has been a flyer. It's just, as I say, the word of mouth, and it fills up quick. But I understand the point.
I'd love to advertise it.
Because he hasn't,
Probably some of the poor people would like to
should
be
be
on that
more
bus.
opened up to.
Well, the way it works is everybody puts their name and that their children, whatever, in this bowl, and they pick it out who the winners are. Because one year, I picked it out, and boy, it was a big deal. And so the more names you put in there, the more people are involved in it. So yeah, it doesn't cost anything. You just have to fill out this form, put it in there, and you're ready to roll. You get picked.
Yeah. Now, a question for Lou, maybe you know, maybe you don't. Is there a similar type of trip that seniors go on?
Not that I know.
Not that you know. I heard that at one time, not late. but I heard it at
Ellen
one time.
handles all the trips. Most of the trips for seniors are going to the casinos and different things like that. I haven't heard that.
One to the radio.
Doesn't mean they don't do anything for Radio City. I just,
Yeah.
There's fortune for the seniors and that JRC. Well,
But these trips, just so you know, they're not freebies. They pay for it.
Oh, yeah. No, and so do the people pay for this as well.
I have a question for you. Are we going to see some type of proposal for what they're going to do for $5,000 on this fence, on these top ones?
Would you like
JRC handling the road?
Would you? Well, as I said, it was going to be presented, according to which Trish White spoke to me yesterday, was going to be presented as a possibility at our next meeting, which is the second Tuesday of the month. But if you'd like some other specifics about that.
If I can interject though, Kevin, who's an engineer, is in charge of their maintenance, he's been overseeing it. I would certainly trust anything that he says relative to this. He's in that business.
no, I'm just,
He probably knows more than we do, but if they can find it and they got it in the budget, I'm just kind of sharing the group here that it might be the thing to do, but.
Yeah.
But if you want to see it, we can certainly.
Well, I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just,
Right.
good question. $5 grand is a lot of money when you put it against what it costs.
Right.
You know,